see, I have been watching everyone very closely. You know, a lot of people think I'm just coming back with this whole new feel and it's not gonna be this or it's not gonna be that, but at the end of the day, I know my fate. I know where I'm going, what I'm gonna do. This roster doesn't. This roster doesn't know what to do. They're all chained by their egos in their fantasy world that they think they can do whatever they please. Well, they're not. You see, I know what I'm going to be doing. I seen what Tyler Quinn did to Justin Marksman Calloway. I seen how Justin's been handling it. I seen Dakota Nyxx has come back. I seen Dakota Nyxx challenge John Hannibal. I seen John Hannibal, obviously. I've been watching very close. I've seen Tyson Rex become general manager again. I've watched Don Wyatt. I've watched Antonio Bernard. I've watched everyone. I know their strengths. I know their weaknesses. But they are all doomed by fate. And their fate is simple. They're going to fall. And they're going to obey. And you see, last week I managed to beat John Hannibal. And right now I'm not going to go after his title. Dakota Nyxx can handle that if he really wants it. I'm just waiting and watching and buying my time.
Welcome to another episode of Tyson Talks. And today, I'm going to be interviewing somebody I haven't had on the show in a while. I think the last time I ended up interviewing this guy was when he was in the master plan. So, this is going to be an interesting interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Dakota.
I saw you fly in a midnight room, the window where the moonlight came. You sailing on the roof with the wind. I'm stuck inside a little window. Open the window and I pray, although it's dark and fears the brain. I had some unknown echo. I'm overwhelmed, shed tears.
Alright, well, Dakota, no more Nyxx. That's my first question. What happened to the Nyxx?
I mean, you can still call me Dakota Nyxx, but you see, it's been like, when I didn't really know what I was Dakota Nyxx. When I was on like the darker side, everyone always just called me Nyxx. But it's like that's behind me now. So I think it's just time to rise up as Dakota.
Interesting. So do you think that you've put your past away? Are you looking back at all, or are you just strictly looking forward to the future?
So I'm mainly looking forward. But you can never only look forward. As you can see with the situation between two of my former master plan members, Tyler Quinn and Justin Calloway. I mean, look at them. They're butting heads already.
Right. Tyler Quinn was thought to have had a change of heart for a long time. I mean, for almost 3 years, Tyler Quinn has come out here and has done his best to earn his championships and earn his opportunities. And prior to Payne, he betrayed Justin Calloway. Did you see it coming? Are you surprised? Or do you think people should be
So
surprised?
I didn't see it coming, but I wouldn't say that anyone's actually surprised about it. Like that's his tendencies. I mean, like I would say people can change, but it doesn't seem like he's a person anymore. It seems like he just wants to weasel his way in. He's more like a parasite than anything. He weasels his way in with any good talent he sees. I mean, as you can see, right before the master plan, he ended up weaseling with me when we were champions. We lost our belts, we switched places, and then he brought on a new talent in Justin Calloway. I really liked Justin, and I still do. But as you can see, he weaseled that we didn't need Justin. And then he turned his back on me, the same way he just did Justin.
But there's one thing I've learned. I think that everybody in this company has a good side and a bad side. I just think it all depends on which side you choose to focus on more. And it seems like you have, made some kind of improvements. I mean, are you trying to eventually become AEW champion again? Is that your goal, or are you currently going to go after the Revolution Championship scene?
Okay, so I'm going to counter that with another question. For you, would you want to be champion, or would you rather not be champion?
Obviously,
yeah, you would want to be champion. You see, wrestling is not something that you should just do. You should go for something.
There are some people that have goals to never win championships in wrestling.
Yeah, but that's, to me, that's lame. I mean, you see all the people that go on TV shows, on radio shows, all this, they're always champions. If you want to really get your name out there, being a champion is the best way to do it. So if I start off again as a Revolution champion, which I've already held, I was the inaugural Revolution champion.
Of course, at the first ever Pride of Pain, I remember that.
Yes. Where,
also
coincidentally, I was put through a ring. But that time, I got back up and I finished the match.
Yep.
And then I've been AEW champion. So if I start off as Revolution champion, I'm a dominate. If I start off as AEW champion, I'm a dominate.
So we know what you want, but we don't know how you want to get there. Who do you have your eyes on right now? Who do you want to fight or want to wrestle the most out of everybody in this roster right now?
So I wouldn't say that my matches are just wrestling, but if I want to fight someone, I'm going to fight the most forgotten member of Master Plan, and that is the AEW champion. Yes, the AEW champion, Mr. John Hannibal.
Now that's a bold statement. He's the world champion.
He is the world champion. But as I know, he's beatable. I know he is beatable. He lost last week.
There's only one way that you can find that out, though. You have to eventually get to him.
No, I don't need to eventually get to him. This is how things are, how I remember are done around here. A John Hannibal, if you're not too pussy to accept this challenge, accept it.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's not going to back down from that, so good point. Well, I'm pretty sure it's all the time we have today. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the audience at home, or any other statements you'd like to make? It was good having you back on Tyson Talks. It's been a long time.
Actually, I've never been on Tyson Talks.
Technically.
The last thing that you interviewed me was... Say it.
Nate Max interviews.
There we go. Alright, but the last thing I would like to say is... anyone who's doubting me, just watch. Watch to the end of the show, just watch. I will be your AEW champion soon.
Well, that's going to be it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota, I want to say thank you so much for being back on. It's good to have you back.
All right, sayonara.
And ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this episode of Tyson Talks. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. And continue to enjoy the rest of this episode of All Star Extreme Wrestling.
Last week, I lost. But it's okay. I accept my losses. He got the better of me. And if he wants to come back for my belt, I accept that. But, moving on for right now. I heard what Nyxx said. I do accept your challenge, Nyxx. I'm not afraid for any fight or anything coming my way. I accept your challenge, Nyxx. Just prepare to go down to the hands of Hannibal.
Take me, take me, take me. We get out of here.
We are AEW main event for the AEW championship, non-title though. Here we are. We have the challenger, Dakota Nyxx, and we have the champion, AEW that is, John Hannibal. Gentlemen, are you ready to do this? All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to AEW. Yes, you heard the referee right. This is a non-title matchup. This is one-on-one. Dakota Nyxx is fighting John Hannibal here in a non-title matchup. And a nice right hand by Dakota. And now John trying to fight back. This has turned into an all-out slugfest, folks. And now Nyxx with the chop. A win here for Dakota would probably put him in the AEW title picture. And only got a 1 count. Still early in the match, folks. Both men just kind of feeling each other out here. And John been on top of the mountain as AEW World Champion. Nice knee, proving why he is the AEW World Champion. And now, going into an armbar there on Dakota.
What's going on, Nyxx?
And now the ref checking on Dakota here, asking if he wants to give it up. But I doubt he does here in the early going.
And now Dakota rolling through. He's in the ropes. Rolling back. And wait, whoa. A roll up. Only got a 2 count there. Kind of surprised John a little bit. And, oh, nice super kick. Right to the side of John Hannibal's head. But, of course, John doesn't have a whole lot of brains to scramble. And a double arm DDT. And now John trying to recover here. But Dakota's got him on the run. And now what's Dakota going for here? Dakota, a former AEW World Champion, went for a frog splash, and it did not work out. Keep in mind, folks, last week, Dakota probably feeling some effects from going through the ring. As you remember, folks, he had a match with Don Wyatt last week, and he ended up going through the ring. And we didn't have a ring for the rest of the night. And now, folks, as you can see, we've got our ring repaired finally. And now John, oh! Got a chokehold here. What's he going to do? And that choke slam to Dakota Nyxx.
1, 2.
And a 2 count. 2.5. And John was thinking, what in the world? But again, folks, it ain't been that long in this match yet. It's going to take a while for both these guys to go down. And now, a nice arm bar.
How are we feeling? What's going on?
And now snapping the fingers of John Hannibal. If he snaps them enough, John cannot use that death claw. And you bet Dakota is looking for the death claw. Because most people get caught in that. Most people end up not getting out of it.
What do you say, Han?
And Dakota Nyxx just wrenching that arm of John Hannibal. But John, he's not tapped out yet. And now he's trying to roll him up. Can he get him? Barely got the roll up. But Dakota kicked out. And now John is trying to think, what can he do now? But Dakota is right up ready to meet him. And a forearm shot right to the face. And an uppercut. And a chop. And one right back. If there's one thing you can expect from these guys, it's an all-out slugfest. And John Hannibal catching those kicks. And a knee right to the chin. Knee right to the chin. And Dakota, he's got to cover. But John kicked out. And now, what is Dakota going for here? Oh, he's got him in a figure 4 leg lock. Dakota Nyxx has got John Hannibal in the figure 4 leg lock.
Talk to me.
And now John, his legs got to be writhing in pain here. Dakota's got it cinched in. But the only way to reverse the pressure is to just have John roll over. But trying to roll Dakota over's not an easy task, but he got it. So now the pressure's been reversed. And Dakota is now locked in the figure 4. And now Dakota, he's either got to break the hold or crawl to the ropes, and he's in the ropes. And now John Hannibal almost thought he had him there for a minute, but not quite. And now both men are down here.
All right, guys, let's start the 10. 1, 2,
Both men trying to regain their composure here. John back up to his feet already. And a shot right to the back of Dakota's knee there. Now working on the legs. Dakota was working on John Hannibal's fingers earlier. John's working on the legs now. And now wrenching that leg of Dakota Nyxx. He's trying to twist that ankle right out of its socket.
How we feeling?
And Dakota is trapped. He is not close by to the ropes.
He's feeling peachy. Never felt better in his entire life. All right.
And nice. Dakota rolled through and used his leg to bash it right on the back of John Hannibal's head, and it caused him to break the hold. And as you can see, we got our referee back. Oh, nice kick right to the chest. And a cover. And John barely got out of that 2 count.
All right, no good.
And now Dakota, lightning speed, cinching in a sleeper hold right on John Hannibal here. Looking to put John Hannibal to sleep, whereas John Hannibal just looks to eat people. But then again, that's normal for John Hannibal. And now, vintage John Hannibal biting at Dakota Nyxx. But as you can see, it did break the hold. And now John Hannibal is laughing as usual. John finds this stuff funny. But again, there is a reason why he is the AEW World Champion. And this is just one of those reasons. Oh, and a shot by Dakota Nyxx. And now Dakota was setting him up. John headed him off at the pass. Nice DDT. And Dakota, he hit hard on that DDT. Is this going to be enough, though? There's a cover, and the referee taking his sweet old time.
Out of position. I don't want to hear it.
Well, in any case, the referee's always out of position, but that's okay. We still love him anyway.
44
as we
years
said
and
last
counting.
week.
That's right.
But anywho, John only got a 2 count on that. Match still continues. A reminder, folks, this is a non-title matchup. But if Dakota wins this match, that could put him in the picture for a title opportunity. Last week, he fought Don Wyatt for a shot at the Revolution title, and he came up short. But this could be a chance to redeem himself. But John, he hit that flatliner, and Dakota kicked out of the flatliner. And now John is wondering, what do I got to do to beat this man?
All right, gents, I'm going to have to start with 10. 1, 2.
Well, John is not going to take this line down.
3.
Dakota trying to get back to his feet after getting hit by that flatliner.
4.
And now John looks like he's trying to set up for the death claw. And sure enough, he's got the death claw. Apparently snapping them fingers earlier didn't do much damage because now John's got it. He's got that death claw locked in. Is Dakota going to give up here? And the referee checking him. John just shoving those fingers right down his throat. And somehow Dakota Nyxx is surviving the death claw. And a left, hard left, breaks up the death claw. But has the damage been done, folks? And now Dakota Nyxx doing the same thing to John Hannibal. But of course, John Hannibal biting the fingers of Dakota Nyxx. That breaks it up, but now Dakota biting his head. Ladies and gentlemen, this has now turned into a cannibalistic style matchup. And now a hard right hand. And Dakota just laying into John Hannibal, and Hannibal's almost out on his feet here. And a German to John Hannibal. German suplex. And Dakota is setting up here. He doesn't want to let this opportunity go. That is for sure. And a nice cutter. He caught John Hannibal. And into a cover. But John barely got the shoulder up. Barely got the shoulder up. And now John Hannibal crawling to the edge of the ring. And now look who's laughing. Dakota apparently is loving this sadistic style that John is bringing. And a spear! John Hannibal baited him in and caught him with a spear. Vintage John and only a 1 count on that spear? I'm not sure if Dakota is just really enjoying this or if he's actually playing mind games
He's having a good time.
with John Hannibal.
Can I see my buddy?
And a nice knee, scraping it right on the side of John Hannibal's head. And now Dakota laying the feet right into the chest of John Hannibal. And now John, what is Dakota doing here? And now those elbows right into the side of the shoulder there. And into the neck. And just pounding away. And now back at it again. And now, Nice sit down dragon sleeper. He has got it cinched in here on John Hannibal.
One.
And John may be out.
Two.
And if John's hands falls a 3rd time, oh no, John's got some life left in him. He's got some life left in him. And now a couple of lefts got him off. But John is still in a stupor here. And now a right hand. Another right hand. And just laying right into Dakota. And a knee right to the forehead of Dakota Nyxx. And now John finally getting some offense in there. He had a little trouble earlier, but just not working out like he thought it would.
Start with 10.
And now Dakota. Nice short arm clothesline. Caught John Hannibal. And now rolling into a cover. And only a 1 count. Wait a minute. Oh, John. He got another arm bar on Dakota Nyxx here. Or is that a Kimura lock?
What are we doing next?
If this is a Kimura lock, John Hannibal's been studying a little bit. And he's got Dakota Nyxx cinched in. Question is Dakota going to tap out here? And now Dakota rolls through. He got out of it. And of course, Dakota's in the ropes, so John has to break the hold. John Hannibal saying this is it. He's wanting to finish him off. But what's he going to do here? He's already hit the flatliner. He's already hit the death claw. And none of those worked. And now going for the flatliner again. And a stunner by Dakota. And John is laid out. John is out. But Dakota doesn't have enough energy to get over there and get the pinfall. This could cost Dakota precious seconds here. But he finally rolls him over.
Go.
But John kicks out.
You count.
Dakota
Shoulder.
hit the stunner, perfectly executed, but he did not have enough time to get over there and pin John Hannibal. And now both men are down. Dakota trying to figure out what he's got to do to beat John Hannibal here in this matchup.
Come on, John.
And now Dakota getting fired up here.
Night, night.
And a nice super kick. Uh-oh. What's he going for here? And, looked like he went for crossroads. I don't know if he got all of it, though. He tried, but John's still stirring, so I think, Dakota trying something else here. Pedigree. He did get that pedigree, and there's a cover and a kick out. Dakota Nyxx went for crossroads, didn't get all of it, hit him with a pedigree, got all of that, but only managed to get a 2 count. I guess Dakota is finding out exactly why John Hannibal is the AEW World Champion. And a stomp! He got him with a stomp. And now,
I gave you your first chance.
and of course, for those of you that don't know,
You bit.
John
The hand
Hannibal
that fed you.
John Hannibal was a part of the master plan only for a short while before its demise years ago. But since then, John Hannibal has done better as a solo competitor. He got that flatliner second time, and now straight into the cover. And barely. The referee almost counted 3, but Dakota got his arm up. Dakota got his arm up. And now John Hannibal trying to stir here. Wait a minute.
1, 2, 3. All right, that's it.
He
I saw you fly in a midnight blue.
Dakota Nyxx.
Moonlight came.
There he is, Nyxx.
Uh-oh.
On the road.
Come here.
John Hannibal upset. And Dakota, he's leaving.
Come on. And match is over.
Hannibal lost by roll-up. And as you can see, he's not happy. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at AEW. Continue to watch us on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel, folks.